These are the Daily Tech headlines for Friday, December 20th, 2024. I'm Rob Dunwood. A large group of university and private industry researchers have unveiled a new physics simulation that trains robots 430,000 times faster than reality. The group, led by Carnegie Mellon researcher Zelle Sued, has developed Genesis, a new open-source computer simulation system that lets robots practice tasks in a simulated reality where 1 hour of compute time equals 10 years in the real world. Genesis processes physics calculations up to 80 times faster than existing robot simulators. It uses graphics cards similar to those that power video games to run up to 100,000 copies of a simulation at once. If an AI can control 1,000 robots to perform 1 million skills in 1 billion different simulations, then it may just work in our real world, which is simply another point in the vast space of possible realities, wrote Genesis paper co-author Jim Fan. Italy's data protection agency has fined ChatGPT maker OpenAI 15 million euros after finding that the company processed users' personal data to train ChatGPT without having an adequate legal basis. The investigation also found that OpenAI did not have an adequate age verification system in place to prevent children under the age of 13 from being exposed to inappropriate AI-generated content. The Italian watchdog also ordered OpenAI to launch a 6-month campaign to raise public awareness about how ChatGPT works. OpenAI said the decision was disproportionate and that the company will file an appeal against it. Bluesky has received an update that includes a separate mentions tabs in notifications, new controls for replies sorting, and is adding protection against username squatting. Until now, users who used a domain to verify their accounts had to recreate their original screen name to keep someone else from taking it. Now the platform will automatically reserve the original .bsky.social suffix when a user changes their name to a custom domain. YouTube has announced that it will start cracking down on egregious clickbait where the title or thumbnail of videos promises viewers something that the video doesn't deliver. YouTube says the videos leave viewers feeling tricked, frustrated, or even misled if they come to the website looking for truthful and timely information on important issues. YouTube will first start cracking down on clickbait videos in India, but the company didn't say how it will expand from there. The California Public Utilities Commission has given Uber drivers who transport teens in the state 30 days to pass a fingerprint background check at the ride-hailing company's expense. Uber historically has fought against fingerprint-based background check requirements, arguing that its current name-based background checks and other guardrails are sufficient. The CPUC contends when an adult is being asked to provide a service to a minor, the adult is placed in a position of trust, responsibility, and control over California's most vulnerable citizenry, children, and that not conducting a fingerprint-based background check to identify adults with disqualifying arrest or criminal records would place the unaccompanied minor in a potentially dangerous, if not life-threatening, situation. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau on Friday sued J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and the operator of Zelle over Zelle fraud that has cost customers more than $870 million since the launch of Zelle in 2017. The CFPB said that the firms failed to properly investigate fraud complaints or give victims reimbursement. The nation's largest banks felt threatened by competing payment apps, so they rushed to put out Zelle, said CFPB Director Rohit Chopra in a statement. By their failing to put in place proper safeguards, Zelle became a gold mine for fraudsters, while often leaving victims to fend for themselves. Zelle said in a statement Friday that it was prepared to defend itself against this meritless lawsuit. 8 social media networks operating in Malaysia, including Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, X, YouTube, Telegram, WeChat, and TikTok, will be required to obtain a license by next year or face legal consequences from the government. The move is meant to combat rising cases of cybercrime, including online fraud and gambling, as well as cyberbullying and sexual crimes against children, according to the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission. The information reports that Google is developing an AI mode for its search engine that will offer users an alternative interface resembling the Gemini AI chatbot directly within the search results page. When utilizing AI mode, Google will provide users with not only a conversational AI response, but also relevant web pages in a convenient search bar below the answer. The search bar will prompt users to ask follow-up questions for further exploration or clarification. And finally, Netflix has announced that it has acquired the U.S. streaming rights for the FIFA Women's World Cup in both 2027 and 2031. The Netflix coverage in the U.S. will include both English and Spanish language broadcasts, and the streamer says that it will be creating more coverage in addition to the live matches. The World Cup is the most ambitious addition to Netflix's growing sports lineup, which to date has mostly included one-off events like the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight or a pair of NFL games that will stream on Christmas Day. For more analysis of the tech news of the day, subscribe to dailytechnewsshow.com. You can find show notes and links to all the headlines there as well. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next time.